Hey, this is Indian Joe. I'm about to do an oil change. I've already warmed the motor up, let it run for about 3 minutes. I've got my Indian oil change kit, which came with 5.5 quarts of oil. And also in the package comes 2 seals that go on your plug, your oil drain plugs, and 1 Indian oil filter. I've already taken out and replaced the oil filter. It's now draining. Both plugs were taken out using a 6mm wrench, and the oil is now draining. There are 2 plugs there that you have to take out. It's pretty straightforward. Like I said, there and there, they're both together side by side. So make sure you take them both out and let the oil drain thoroughly after the motor has been running for 3 minutes. Okay, and after that, it's a matter of course, you have to take the oil stick loose, by the way, prior to pulling the plugs. The 2 plugs, you need to take this oil stick out. And of course that lets air in and lets it drain. Also, it's helpful if you have your bike sitting up flat to the surface and not lean on its kickstand, which is what I have. Obviously, you can see there's the kickstand sitting there. Anyway, so that's about it. Now I'm going to replace the plugs, replace these 2 copper washers on the plugs that came with the kit, replace the oil filter, and put a thin film of oil on the seal of the oil filter. Let me get up here. When you go to screw this oil filter on, get your finger and put a thin layer of fresh oil on here. Then screw it onto the motor where I just showed it to you, and snug it up. And then I get the oil filter wrench that I have, and I do 1/3 of a turn. I'll say it again, 3/4 of a turn to tighten it up, and that's it. All right. Hey, this is Indian Joe. I got my 2020 Indian Roadmaster, doing the oil change on it. If you guys like what you see, just a guy with a bike, and I called the dealership. They told me you do not have to have it taken to the dealership to change the oil, the 5,000-mile oil change. It's not required to go to the dealership. You can do it yourself. All right, like, subscribe, give me some comments. Take care. Another pro tip, when you put on your oil filter on your Indian Roadmaster, mine's a 2020, you have to seat it. And once you get it seated, you have to do 3/4 of a turn. I took a white paint marker and put a small dot right there. So when I go to seat it and I have to do 3/4 of a turn, I'm able to watch the dot go around till I have an accurate 3/4 of a turn. Okay, that's my pro tip.